Glamour in a bag right here.
Portable soft lighting with a speedlight. Real quick, the winner of all this lighting stuff is Vincent A. Bellato of Newport Richey, Florida. Congratulations.
I like to play with all kinds of fun, cheap stuff from AliExpress and share that joy with you. There's so many cool, fun, little silly things, and some of them are really practical. So, for example, let's say you have to shoot at an event or something. Let's say the wedding photographer crapped out and they're asking you to do some shots of some people, and you have to walk around a crowd and take pictures of people. But you want to be portable, you want to be able to move through the crowd, and all you have is a speed light. Well, that's where I'm going to show you these cool, fun things this, by the way, is the new Neewer Z2 Pro. Got a round head on it. 76 watt seconds, 149 bucks, TTL, everything. It's a great little flash. And it can be triggered by Godot's trigger. That's pretty cool. I made a video about all kinds of on-camera flash diffusers for speed lights and why not to use a card or a dome or flashbenders or magmods and what works a lot better. I'll put a link down below. Remember, when people show you pictures taken with that stuff, it's always Photoshop. That's not what the pictures really look like. The 4 things I'm going to show you today are not touched up. Okay, this first one looks like a clever idea, but do not get this. Pops open. It's basically a ring light, and then it has a hole in the middle for the lens to come through and a hole in the top for the flash to go through. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You stick it in like this, and then you take this Velcro strap and strap it around. So you've got light coming from all around the lens, straight at the person. So theoretically, you should have no shadows whatsoever on the person's face. I think it's kind of embarrassing to walk around like this. You also can't see where you're going. You can't, unless you're looking through the camera, you can't really see. And it's just really, I think this is a really nerdy, dorky thing to have. All right, I found this model walking around. I'm just going to use her for now. And I guess we should turn the lights off on her. There we go. Now we have no lights on her, just a backlight. Backlight, edge light helps things look a little more glamorous. So let's take a test shot. This is what it looks like without any flash, just a hair light. And this is what it looks like when we turn the flash on. Personally, I hate ring lights, but maybe this one's different. I don't know. Yep, looks like a ring light. I don't know why people like ring lights. Horrible, horrible. Did you see how the lens is vignetting and there's more light on the lower end of her than the upper end? And it's just awkward. Look at this. Yeah, there's definitely better options than that. 2 of which come in the same size little pouch. So the first one is one that I've showed you before, and I think it was really, really cool. It also pops open, and it's a ring. Now this one here, of course, you remember how it stays flat. So I made these little foam core spacers that I put in here. So now it's like a drum, you know, it's kept apart. And it's got a square hole in the bottom with Velcro. And what you do is you stick the flash straight up instead of forward. The flash just shoots straight up into here and it just comes out there. You don't need to have it on camera. You can hold it like this with a flash trigger. So that's kind of cool. So now you have it off center, off flash, and you can have a little bit of good shading around it. But first, let's try it as an on-camera flash. See what that looks like. Wow, look at the difference. Wow. And this is on camera, but look at the difference that putting it above the camera makes versus putting it around the lens. Big difference. This thing is definitely better than the other one. All right, I put a flash trigger on. Now let's do off-camera flash here. Let's see what this looks like. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Here you go. All you need is this little thing. You don't need a big giant softbox. Look at that. Awesome. This is really easy to walk around with, and look at the shots you can get. So I like this one a little bit better. This one I definitely like better than this one. Now the next one up from here is another one that comes in a little pouch like this. This is what I call my British royalty hat diffuser. It pops open also. It has a thing you pull on here and then a little rod that you attach. So here's your flash right here. Now you can obviously have it on camera like this, or you can hold it off camera like this. This one I used in a photo shoot out in the desert during the day, actually, out in bright sunlight. She was in shade and I used this thing and it came out pretty good. All right, let's take a few pictures with this as an off-camera flash. Will you look at that? Who would have guessed this was a cheap little portable thing I got from AliExpress for 10 bucks? Now you know why I like these things. They're so lightweight, so small, so cheap, and so easy to use. Any wedding photographer could get beautiful shots with this. I like this one the best so far. And this is just a cheap little, easy to use device. I mean, this thing is so cool because it's the easiest to put on and it fits into this little bag right here. What I like to use personally, my favorite ones are actual soft boxes, but they're little ones, little flips. And this is the size that they come when you have them. There's a 20 inch, here's a 24 inch, and they're really portable. So like here's the 20, for example. Really, really easy to set up, and you can use it with many different flashes. What you do is you just pull this open like this. You're ready to go. Look at that, ready to go. And it has different types of, what do you call it? Adapters in the back. So you can put a round flash or a speed light or whatever, and you put these in there, and you can use the round head like that, or my favorite, the AD100, which is more powerful than any speed light. This clicks right in there. Bam, ready to go. So now you can walk around and handhold like this. Really, really cool. And then you also have your 24 inch. So these are pretty good for walking around. I mean, these are totally you can handle these easily walking through a crowd. 24 inch or 20 inch. And you can even put them on a light stand if you want. All right, you use a 20 inch speed box with the flash stuck on the back. This is all TTL, by the way. Okay, now we're in ultra slick professional territory, and I'm only using a little 20-inch softbox in my hand, and this is magazine quality glamour photography. If you're an event photographer and you want to be portable and lightweight and use nothing but a speed light, look what you can get. Now you know why these are my favorites. And that's just a little 20-inch softbox. Of course, the 24 is going to be even softer looking, but you get the idea. Little tiny portable thing you can just hold like this, take pictures, and with a speed light. That's just a speed light stuck on the back of there. It just depends what's your flavor. I personally like these. These are kind of cool, but I also kind of like these two. These two are kind of cool. They're really lightweight. They're cheap. They all fold into a little pouch like this. You don't need a big giant softbox for glamour stuff. I mean, you can just carry something around with you, just walking around. No light stands or anything. This little Z2 Pro by Neewer is actually a pretty good little flash. I mean, this is just TTL. I didn't set anything. I just put on TTL, and everything you saw was just automatically figured out by the flash.
You don't say.
I do say. So yeah, this is a great little flash to have. And I'm using a Fuji XM5 just because I had one sitting around. Anyway, so yeah, so you can take great glamorous flashes, pictures with cheap little lightweight stuff you can just fit in your pocket. So thank you, girl that walks by, and
Keep on walking now.
and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.